Hello to all my beautiful friends out there. I'm Daniel PROK, and I just felt like I really needed to make a video regarding the situation in the world today, most importantly about the pandemic. And I've had some instincts about this since it happened in March. And the way that the news was basically really pushing and propagating fear about this and the guidance to what would prevent this from happening more. And I just felt like, man, there's something not right about this whole storyline that's being promoted. And over the course of the last several months, I've gotten a lot more facts and information. And I just want to share some insight with you because I feel it's important to speak up. It's important for people to speak their truth. It's important for people to not just buy into the storyline that they hear from the news or the government, because information is just information. It's not the truth necessarily. And even a lot of things that we think are facts, they're not the truth. They're facts based on the way that someone is getting the facts. And man, that happened in a big way. And Tony Robbins made a video about that, where they were testing in a certain way for Corona a few months back. And then all of a sudden, there was a 600% increase in the number of cases. 600% increase in either cases or deaths. And in one day. And that doesn't happen within the way that something like this would be spreading. It just doesn't happen. Scientifically doesn't happen. But then they looked and saw that the way that they changed their procedure or their protocol for testing to figure out who actually has this thing, they changed the protocol. So then the numbers spiked. So your facts that you're seeing on the news might not be facts. Just letting you know. But this is something that happened in my life. A few months back, I hear about an old friend of mine who committed suicide while under quarantine, while under isolation, committed suicide. And this is an old buddy back in Denver. And this whole thing has taken me a while to piece together. But let me say this. Okay, I'm going to talk about the solution, which is the actual solution, and then about the issues and the way that this storyline has been propagated. Because I want to spend time on the solution, which is you are a sovereign divine being. You have the energy of the creator of the universe flowing through you all the time. And I'm praying for that for everyone on earth. Taking health into our own hands, having healthier habits, taking our health from wherever it's at to just 1% better per day. If any leader or government official or any of these people on the news, I just haven't been hearing that story or that encouragement, that solution, because that's what we all want. We all want our health. So can I eat healthier foods? Can I exercise more? Can I go on YouTube and type in, how can I build my immune system? How can I become healthier? And just start getting information and just start implementing. And then we create a movement. It's like hashtag make America healthy again. Whatever hashtag you want to come up with, but let's create a health kick, because that's the actual solution, is creating healthy people and a healthy society. That could have been the storyline that the news and everyone promoted 3 months ago. And then we would have a healthier world today, for sure. Because in a few months, personally, I was 21% body fat about a year and a half ago. 21% body fat. I measured it at the gym. I started intermittent fasting, cutting out sugar, going to more of a high fat, low carb diet, high healthy fats. And I dropped 10% body fat in 9 weeks because I measured myself in this fitness modeling job that I had. And 9 weeks, 10% body fat by changing what I ate just changing what I ate. So way healthier person. And you can see it in my face now compared to who I was. So what if we spent 2 months from now becoming healthier? That's the actual solution. This is the way that the solution was come up with by these people that are on TV. Let me just put it that way, on the news and government officials, those types. All right, here's the question. What if the solution was also a problem? And then you would need another solution, which would also have problems attached to it. So this is a typical thing that it does happen within Western medicine a lot of times, not always, but someone goes to the doctor and maybe they have anxiety. This is just an example. They have an anxiety, so the doctor's like, okay, take this pill for your anxiety. And oh, by the way, here's these side effects, which are really direct effects. And it causes things like, could cause depression, cause dry mouth, suicidal thoughts, those types of things. And all the time the person wanted health. I want health and peace of mind and well-being in my body. I want well-being in my body. Can this pill give me that? And I have loved ones, and you look at the counter in their bathroom, and the counter is loaded with prescription bottle after prescription bottle, because one pill leads to the next, to the next. When all we've wanted the whole time is our health. Now, let me relate this to what's gone on with the pandemic. Okay, so here's the advice that is given. Wear a mask, isolate yourself, quarantine, stay inside, stay home, save lives. Hashtag stay home, save lives. Really? My friend killed himself while staying home, saving lives. Okay? And I was talking to, I called my dad a few days ago, and he happened to pick up the phone, said, hold on a second, and he had the news on in the background. And I just heard someone on the news say, so we're just saying wear a mask until we come up with a vaccine. And I just think, that's your solution? And over the last several months, you can just go on and you can find out all the things that are going on and are the negative side effects, which are direct effects of wearing that mask. And there's all sorts of articles and scientists. Tony Robbins, once again, on his page, he has interviewed scientists and Nobel Prize winners and these types of people who really know what they're talking about and have no side agendas. And these people saying that the masks aren't actually designed to prevent something like this. They are causing, I think it's hypoxia, causing people are breathing in their own carbon dioxide, which is toxic. They aren't breathing in as much oxygen while they're breathing. They're also, which causes stress, chronic stress in the system, which causes a lowered immune system. And these are people wearing the mask. Sure sounds like that pill that gets prescribed by a pharmaceutical company to solve a problem, but actually creates more problems. Then I had the revelation in my shower 2 days ago. And I realized, and ask yourself, how does someone who is sick or not feeling well or depressed, how do they behave? How does that person behave? Do they isolate themselves? Do they stay away from other people? Do they stay home? They stay home as opposed to going out in nature and going to run on the beach and going to exercise in a park. They stay home. So this is a shout out to the people out there. This is a shout out to everybody. The awareness level goes up. But this specifically for people who are like behavioral psychologists, doctors, people like Tony Robbins, people who teach success. There's part of living a better life, which is acting as if, feeling as though your future has already arrived. Behaving like the person that you want to be, and you become that person. You want to be successful in business? You embody that. You behave like that. You set up your behaviors, your habits, and your routines like that successful person. You want more love in your life? You behave like a more loving person. You act and behave as though that better reality, that better life already exists. You create it from the inside out. So, and I'm into learning, I'm into operating in that way. And then I'm in the shower and I'm like, wow. Early March, what was the prescription advice to help stop this corona thing? And it wasn't advice. It wasn't good advice. This is my opinion in here. You can say whatever you want. But the advice was stay home, quarantine, isolate, distance yourself from other people, and put on a mask. And then shut down the parks, have people not go out into nature, have people not go get sunshine and life force energy from the sun and from Mother Nature and from life, and interact with people and share a smile. All those things are part of health. So what happens when someone spends 3 months unknowingly, but definitely behaving in the same manner as someone who is sick or who's not well or who's depressed? And you see it happen in the acting world. I mean, there'll be some guy like Heath Ledger and plays some crazy character in some movie and is on the set embodying that energy. And unless he really knows how to separate himself from that character, he's living that. And then some people, they kill themselves. So what happens 3 months into behaving like someone who is sick? Those behaviors are a vibration. They're an energy. It's just what happened for a lot of people. And then people, and not even to mention the fear, anxiety, worry. That energy is like health would be a flow of energy as wide as this screen. Love would be a flow of energy as wide as this screen. Like, oh, it's always flowing. I'm healthy. Oh, I just got a flow of energy. It's flowing. It's good. I'm healthy. I'm loving. I'm lovable. But what about fear? It's like squeezing, restricting your energy. Like, oh my gosh, fear, worry, doubt. You're basically clenching the energy. And some of the people that I know that are really the most scared people in general are the ones with the health issues. Chronic health issues. So 3 months of a behavioral pattern, which is similar to someone who already has something wrong with them, and add in the fear of the situation, the propagation of the fear by the media, the storyline that's like, oh, this is a bad thing, this bad thing, this, and people, anyone who's feeding on that stuff, it's time to disconnect, unplug from it. That'll create better health for you right there. But 3 months into that, and then all of a sudden the news is like, oh, there's more cases here, more cases here. And then the people watch that on the news and get more afraid, and then behaviorally do what someone would do who's sick, and it's manifesting more of the problem. So that's why we've got to unravel this whole thing and get back to wellness. And we got to just go, okay, what did I want this whole time? I want my health. I want my vibrant health and energy. That's what I want. And that's what I'm going to create in my life. And my acting as if, my behavioral pattern, I'm going out in nature, I'm walking on the beach, I'm swimming in the ocean, I'm going to interact with other people and do it in some way that's smart for you. Okay? Do it in a way that feels smart for you. But engage in other people. Share your energy. Because that's healthy, vibrant, wonderful. Hug someone who needs a hug. Get a hug from someone who needs a hug. A hug and a smile can save someone's life. Where isolation can and is causing losses of life. I pray that this just elevates your level of awareness, because it took me a while to put this all together like this. If you want to help someone become healthy and not just become a customer, and let's go down that road for just a couple more seconds here and then we'll be done. So the guy who's on the TV, on the news, talking to my dad's TV, who says that, where he says, wear a mask until we come up with a vaccine. And I pray that if you're watching this, you find a way to become so aware that you don't just digest those things from the news as the way you're supposed to do it. Because let's talk numbers. Let's say there's 7-8 billion people in the world. And let's just pick up 1 billion of those people. Let's say that's the target for a vaccination, which, by the way, we don't know if it works. It hasn't fully been tested. There's a lot of guesswork involved with it, if that really helps or not. And, oh, by the way, the flu vaccine hasn't stopped the flu. So keep that in mind. But what is 1 billion times, what if it costs $100 for that vaccine? What's that math? That's $100 billion a year deal. Because how often do people get that other vaccine each year? I never get it because I'm healthy. I believe in health. I believe that I have God's divine, purest, most beautiful health and vitality flowing through me all day long, constantly. And I pray for that for myself and for the entire world, every human being, every being on earth, every creature on earth that has divine health. Your health is divine. And I pray for blessing you at that. But that's $100 billion deal per year. Not even to mention the other things that they're talking about as far as like nanochips and tracking people and all this stuff. And I don't even like talking about a lot of these things because I believe in putting all my energy into the solution, which is, once again, hashtag make America healthy again, hashtag healthy me, healthy society, hashtag I'm never letting anything like this happen to my life again, because I'm creating a life where I'm healthier and healthier, healthier, healthier every single day. And I'm going to do that for 1 day, and then 5 days, and then 10 days, and then 50 days. And then I'm going to create a lifestyle of a healthy, vibrant, energized, wonderful, loving, peaceful, glorious, wealthy, wise, free, blessed, and highly favored person. And that is the energy of our ideal life, of our ideal self. Health, health and well-being, health and well-being. Awareness. Your vibration and frequency keeps expanding so that you're aware when you hear a story that's propagated on the news or some other way, and you say, hold on a second. Something just doesn't quite feel right about this storyline. And I'm going to trust those feelings. I'm going to stay centered in my emotion. I'm going to stay centered in my instincts. And I'm going to hold true to creating the most glorious life that I could ever create. I'm going to get rid of the things in life that are lowering my vibe. I'm going to get rid of the toxic foods, get rid of toxic people, toxic habits, things that make me just habitually feel bad. I'm getting rid of that stuff, and I'm going to start rising. And I'm going to start rising. And I'm going to keep glowing. And I'm going to rise and glow and rise and glow and rise and glow and rise and glow and elevate myself into the greatest version of myself that I could ever be. And I'm super aware and super conscious. And all those words I was saying for you to embody, because that's the way to talk to yourself. I'm creating a glorious life. I'm creating a peaceful life. I'm praying for your health and vitality. Your health and vitality, which doesn't have to do with you being, say, a customer. But these other people have some kind of agenda where they'd rather keep you hooked in a system that leads to another pill. And leads to another pill. Your best life, you're not taking any of those. You're not taking pills. You're just happy, healthy, wealthy, loving, lovable, wise, and free. And that's the way to be. And here's the final note. This is your new daily mantra, powerful affirmation to live this affirmation over time. And that is, I am love, health, wealth, wisdom, and freedom for myself and for everyone on earth, now and forevermore. God bless you all. I pray that this helped you with some sort of level of awareness. This is just stuff that I've had instincts about for the last several months. And I pieced a lot of it together so that you can have some sort of perception of this, so you can say, wow, I'm just going to take my health into my own hands. Out of all this stuff going on, I'm going on a health kick. I'm going to be vibrantly healthy and in shape and fit and looking great and feeling great and sexy and gorgeous. And man, I feel good about myself because I become a healthier, vibrant, energized version of myself. And I pray in that for you, and you carry that into your life, and you help the next person carry that into their life. More and more and more, because a healthy you and a healthy me, we create the healthy society. I'm Daniel PROK. God bless you, and I will see you in the next video.